Hi, I'm John Cena. Hit the like button if you believe that Chris Benoit fanboys are psychopathic weirdos.
Oh yeah, by the way, this is how much Kevin Sullivan moved on from Chris Benoit and Nancy. This dude made Chris Benoit a world champion in WCW, and he still left WCW to go to the World Wrestling Federation. That is the definition of being a prick, unprofessional asshole. I'm talking about Chris Benoit. Damn, man, rest in peace to the great Booker Man, aka Kevin Sullivan. He was like the OG when it came to dark characters. Like, when people see the Y6, that was basically the Dungeon of Doom. Kevin Sullivan, man, he paved the way for a lot of guys. He paved the way for the goddamn Undertaker. Like, for example, there was no fucking Ministry of Darkness without the Dungeon of Doom. That's how influential Kevin Sullivan was. But let's talk about how you people look fucking stupid now, right? It's like, I hate when people say, oh, rest in peace. I'm like, hold on, bitch. You people are the same people that were saying he killed Chris Benoit. No, man, fuck you. Fuck every single one of you. Don't say rest in peace now, bitch. That is not how this works, right? When he was alive, you people was hounding his ass about him killing fucking woman and Chris Benoit and his goddamn son. And I'm like, I made damn near 10 videos. I was on Kevin Sullivan's side. Every video that I made about Chris Benoit, I always put over Kevin Sullivan. Look it up. I made a video saying, stop accusing Kevin Sullivan of killing Chris Benoit. You have no evidence. Listen, this was a crime, right? And the case is now closed. It was ruled a homicide and a suicide. This guy had mental health issues. He had a fucked up brain. He did it. He left a suicide note. He did it. He's gone. Let's move the fuck on. Stop playing conspiracy motherfucking theory just because he knew how to do a great chop. That's your logic, right? That's your logic, right? Chris Benoit, he didn't do it based on he knew how to give a great flying headbutt. That is literally the definition of all you marks who think about conspiracy theories. He didn't do it just because he knew how to give a German suplex, right? That's your logic. And I'm like, listen, if the cops wanted to arrest Kevin Sullivan, if they wanted to question him, they would have, right? Okay, by your logic, that's like saying Matt Hardy would kill Edge over Lita. No, that is not how this works. Matt Hardy can get any bitch he wants. Okay, his current wife looks way better than Lita, and that is a fact, not an opinion. So to say Kevin Sullivan killed Chris Benoit and his family, like, why? Over fake pro wrestling? Listen, Kevin Sullivan moved on from his wife. He moved on from woman. Like, bruh, Kevin Sullivan was getting bitches on bitches. Kevin Sullivan was pulling women who looked way better than women. So please shut the fuck up. But overall, Kevin Sullivan had a great career. How would I view his style when it comes to being a booker in WCW? To me, he was solid. As a wrestler, man, he was a very solid in-ring talent. That he focused on character development, you stupid dumb bitches. He focused on character development. Okay? He evolved. He never had the same character. He always evolved. That's why I always put over Jack Perry. He evolved. He's no longer Jungle Boy. He's no longer Tarzan. Now he's a low-key Raven. At least that's character development. That's why, in hindsight, hell, he's better than Max. He's better than MJF. He might be the most improved pillar. Where's Sammy G? Darby Allin. Listen, I like Darby Allin, but he is the same guy from year one. But I would say his promos have improved. But overall, I think Jack Perry is the most improved pillar. Listen, character development is important. That's why I mentioned Jack Perry with a Kevin Sullivan. Who cares about your in-ring bullshit? It's all about storylines and character development and gimmicks. That's what Kevin Sullivan had. That's why he was a very good booker. Because he knew how to push storylines. In fact, dude, he helped put over Chris Benoit. Listen, I have watched countless Kevin Sullivan interviews. He laughs at you marks. He laughs at you marks for saying he killed Chris Benoit. That might be the most marked shit. You are an evil human being who don't deserve to live on this earth. I'm being real. If you were to take fake pro wrestling that serious to accuse a man of murder these past 20-some years, you are crazy. You are insane. Nobody ever mentioned Kevin Sullivan with Chris Benoit ever when he was in the World Wrestling Federation. They never linked those two. Why? Because they moved on with their lives. So why the fuck would you cherry pick to the past? Yes, Chris Benoit, he took his woman. Yes, he took his wife. Okay, so Kevin Sullivan gets bitches. He moved on to other hot bitches. That's how men work. When we have power, we can get any bitch we want. Every female is replaceable. There's no such thing as a one-of-a-kind woman. I don't give a fuck if you've been with your bitch for 20-some years. She is replaceable. Every bitch is replaceable. You see, when you are a man of options, you can replace multiple women. If Kevin Sullivan, if he was good enough to pull woman, then that means he can replace her with another woman who looks exactly like her. That was the world of Kevin Sullivan. That's why he was laughing at you marks for accusing him of killing Chris Benoit. That is wild. That is like, that's the definition of being a Star Wars geek, right? Definition of being a Star Wars geek. You are so passionate about fake pro wrestling where you accuse him of killing somebody else over fake pro wrestling. That is so dumb. But Kevin Sullivan, he paved the way for Bray Wyatt. He paved the way for Kevin Thorne. He paved the way for Kane. All these dark characters. He paved the way, actually, for Malachi Black in the house of BBC. That's facts. He paved the way for the house of BBC. Because I would say Kevin Sullivan is very similar to Malachi Black. Hell, he paved the way for Edge, right? He paved the way for the motherfucking Brood. So, Kevin Sullivan, he has his place in professional wrestling. He is an icon. He is a legend. And no, he did not kill Chris Benoit. You have no evidence. Chris Benoit was a psychopath. He had a fucked up brain. He had CTE. Why don't you Google Junior Seau? Oh, right. You marks don't watch sports, right? You don't watch the Olympics. You don't watch sports. You don't watch anything outside of fake pro wrestling. You have no lives. Why don't you Google Junior Seau? He had a fucked up brain. He had CTE. Guess what? He committed suicide. That sounds like Chris Benoit. You see, when you have a fucked up brain, you do crazy ass shit that is not under your control in hindsight because of your fucked up brain. So overall, Chris Benoit was an evil piece of shit. And Kevin Sullivan has zero to do with his demise. But do not say rest in peace if you were the same people that were accusing him of killing Chris Benoit and his family. It's like, nah, man, you gotta keep that same energy. Don't backtrack. Fuck you. But overall, rest in peace to the great Kevin motherfucking Sullivan. He might go down as, I would say, a top 3 dark character of all time. There's Taker, there's Kane, and then there's Kevin motherfucking Sullivan. Hell, I might put him second because he was the OG. He made it cool to have a dark, creepy character in professional wrestling. And I'm done.